Good morning, world. It's Ivan Amir here again. I just came back from my blood test. Um, I'm actually really tired right now. Um, Earlier today, this morning, obviously, right after I made my video, I watched it. Then I watched some YouTube stuff. Then around 4:30, I got really tired and I rested in my bed. But VJ's crying was annoying, obviously. And then I had to leave around like 6 o'clock, early in the morning, to get my blood test, obviously. And I had to do a urine test too. So I did a blood test and I did a urine test, obviously, for my blood sugar levels. They had to test my blood and my urine samples, obviously. Like I said, it's a worthless blood test. They're not going to be honest with my results. Because I'm God, I obviously have the God gene, and there's nothing wrong with me. I don't have diabetes. I am perfectly healthy. So, Sarah, my lungs are perfectly fine. I've been smoking every day, guys, since like 2017. Since like 2018 around there, I've pretty much been smoking smokes like almost on average every day. I run and my lungs are perfectly fine. I don't feel any. Sometimes I might feel like maybe Sometimes I might feel maybe a stiffness in my chest. Maybe like I don't know. Twice a year I feel some stiffness in my chest. The smoking, but like I run and I don't have any problems with my lungs, man, because I have the God gene. I have a second cup and I have the God gene, and then they're not going to be honest with my results. Yeah, we're not going to tell Ivan he's God. Maybe he can live forever, you know what I'm saying? And then my urine test is also um, abnormal too, because I don't have any STDs. Was all you guys around the world, when you take urine samples, they read STDs in the urine samples, obviously. Because me, I don't have any STDs. My penis is 100% healthy, fresh, obviously. Yeah, it's a worthless blood test, obviously. I got it over with. I only had to wait a good like 45 minutes to do everything. It wasn't that long. I waited. There was a big line outside. And I went inside the building, obviously. Showed them my health card, obviously, and you didn't have to pay for any of this. No, man. In Canada you get free health care, man. Most of the stuff is free, anyways. Some stuff you have to pay maybe 50, 60, 70 bucks for a few things here and there, but free, you get free healthcare in Canada. Well, a lot of people are covered in Canada. That's why Canada's better than the States. Show them your health card. Okay, come in. And I went inside and I waited. I waited about like 10, 12 minutes. No, sorry, I waited about 45 minutes for my blood test and my urine test. I had to pee in the cup, then pour it in the tube, obviously, and put the thing in the fridge. And I had to. They took my blood tests. They took like four different blood samples, man. And I saw my blood, and I was there. I'm like, that's my blood. And I was there. I know how I know it's supernatural blood. My blood is not normal blood. It's from God. Whereas you guys' blood comes from your parents, obviously, your parents' genes. My blood comes from God. I have magical blood. I wasn't. I have a magical miracle birth. I don't have an earthly father like you guys. I have a heavenly father, which is me. It's God, obviously. VJ has a what? VJ's father is not from birth either. Her father is God too, obviously. But VJ is a spirit of God. Ivan, who's VJ's father? Well, her father is God, obviously, but she's not the VJ's not like the daughter of God or the son of God or something like that. No, she's a spirit of God. But her parent is still her father is still God. She comes from God, obviously. Sarah, but I am the son of God. She's the spirit of God. Some Sarah. We both have this natural blood. But VJ, if they took her blood test, they would read STDs in her blood, obviously, because VJ's garbage. She's dirt. She has STDs, obviously. She's garbage. And and what? She has the God gene, but she's garbage. She has STDs. Well, I don't have any STDs. That's why she can't see me. And you guys can't see me when you dream because I'm 100%. The only way for you guys to see me is if I have an STD. That's the only way you can see me when you dream, obviously. See my flesh. As if I'm infected. That's why you want me to sell. Because you want your full cake, obviously. Well, as long as I'm healthy, you're never going to see the light. You're never going to see my father. VJ will never see my father. He keeps annoying me every night. Like, fuck off, VJ. I'm not kidding around. Leave me the fuck alone, man. It's not my fault. You're the one who sold out, man. Stop blaming me for your mistakes, man. You piss me off, man. You keep crying me every night. And as you cry, you have numbers saved on your phone. You're fucking, I love you so much. And you have the numbers in your texts on your phone because you're fucking crazy, man. And that's why I ignore Victoria Justice. She's crazy, man. I'm highly considering running off. I should maybe be with another Hollywood celebrity, maybe. Or some average woman in the world, whatever it is. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ivan, who would you date if you ran off? Which Hollywood star would you date? I don't know. I have a few options, obviously, in Hollywood who I would date, obviously. I mean, yeah, don't hate me, Victoria Justice. Then who would I date if I ran off? I'd probably date a Hollywood celebrity. Um, who would I date? A lot of hot women in Hollywood who I would date, obviously. I wouldn't date a Hollywood celebrity who has kids. That's a big no for me, obviously. I would date a Hollywood celebrity who does not have kids, obviously. I'd probably date. I'm not going to say who I'll date, but I have a few options, obviously, in Hollywood who I would go for. If I VJ if I run off, obviously. Kendall Jenner is one, obviously. There's others out there who I would date. Um, there's that girl. What's her name? She's in Fear the Walking Dead. I find her very, very cute and attractive, obviously. She's a main character, whatever it is. She's also in the 100. Yeah, she's a girl I would date, obviously, in Hollywood. Obviously. But here's the thing, though. If I ran off, obviously, don't hate Victoria Justice. And if I ran off, obviously, yeah, Victoria Justice, and I dated a Hollywood celebrity, obviously, I would not let them take advantage of me. So, Sarah, Ivan, would you spoil them? Yes, I would spoil them, but like I'm not like if you think I'm gonna like pay all your bills, you got nothing coming. I'm not gonna pay all your bills. I'm saying, you still got to work in Hollywood. I'm not gonna pay all your bills for you. I don't want you taking advantage of them. Yes, the woman want me because I'm white and I'm very attractive, obviously. But now that I'm king and I'm very rich, women are attracted to that. You have to be careful. You got to watch out for gold diggers, obviously, or women who. I'm not saying they're gold diggers. I'm just saying if women are attracted to wealth, obviously. If you're a billionaire and you're rich, women love that, obviously. Because even though these Hollywood celebrities are rich, they're not me. They're not as rich as me. Yeah. I would spoil them, obviously. If I go on a vacation, if I went on a vacation, obviously, you know what I'm saying? I would take them on my jet. I would buy them some nice stuff. If you think I'm going to spoil you, like, completely, you got to think, I'm not going to spoil you completely. Sometimes you got to pay for your own stuff. I'm not paying for you, obviously. I don't want you quitting. Some of them might even tell me, Ivan, I'm willing to quit my job in Hollywood and just run off with you. I'm like, no, don't do that. As what if the relationship ends in 2 years? You don't have a job. I want you still working in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I'll spoil you, obviously, but not spoil you completely. I'll spoil them, obviously, but I'm not going to spoil them completely, obviously. I'm not sharing my account with you. We're not married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're what? You know what I'm saying? You got to pay. You still got to pay your own bills, man. But I'll spoil you, but you still got to pay your bills. I'm not going to pay your bills for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in debt and you want to do this, you're paying with your own money. I'm not paying for you, man. If you want to go out to dinner, I can pay for your dinner. Obviously, if you want to go to an event, I can pay for your event. If you want to travel around the world, That's on me. I'll pay for you, obviously. But I'm not gonna pay everything for you. If you want a souvenir when you travel to a country, if you're all celebrity, you're paying with your money. I'm not paying for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spoil you completely. Not even take advantage of you. Ivan, would you marry any woman? No, I would not marry any woman at all. I would just date, and that's it. I'm not marrying any woman. Yeah. If I ran off, I did not say VJ. I would not date any woman. I would what? I would not marry any woman. I would just date them. I'm sorry. But I told you to be cons. I'm getting garbage sexes. They're all garbage, obviously. And they're not Victoria Justice. Don't hate me, woman. I'm saying. And they make me pretty happy, obviously, but they're not going to make me fully happy because they're not Victoria Justice. They're not meant for me, man. But I will not get the glowing beauty, and I will not stay young forever. But I'll probably age very slowly if I stay green. I'll probably age very slowly. Because at 40 years old, 50 years old, I'll still be very, very handsome. You see what I'm saying here? And I'll probably get my full grown beard maybe a bit later. Maybe at 40 years old, I'll get it. It grows a lot slower, and whereas VJ probably triggers the fast full grown beard growth, obviously. Where Blue triggers the beard growth, some magic happens. And my beard is actually starting. I'm starting to see the stuff on my sideburns, on my cheeks and stuff. Yeah, but I have a few options in Hollywood if I did not. But Kendall Jenner's in a relationship though. She's dating that NBA guy, whatever his name is, right? So I'm not. That's the thing though. Like if the Hollywood celebrity's in a relationship, I'm not gonna take her away. I don't want to take her away. I don't want to have any feuds with her and the man. I don't want to. I don't. I'd rather date a Hollywood celebrity who's single. You know what I'm saying? A Hollywood celebrity who's single, who's not in a relationship, than someone who's Kendall Jenner's in a relationship. That other chick who was in Fear of the Walking Dead and the 100. I don't know her name. I forget her name. I don't know if she's in a relationship with them. Yeah, obviously. But I would never date a woman with kids. That's out of the question. I'm not taking care of your kids, man. I'm not dating a woman with kids. That's a big no. And I want to date a woman who's young, or a woman who's at least like 30, 35, 30, 27, 20. Late, no, the youngest is like 20 years old. Anything younger than that is too young. I'm not going to date an 18-year-old woman that's too young. What? A 20, 23, 24. I prefer a woman a bit more mature, maybe 28, 30, 31, a bit more, not 28 around there, a bit more mature, 30 in her early 30s. Because I'll probably be in my mid 30s when I'm king, right? So hypothetically speaking, if I ran off, I would have some options in Hollywood, or I would just date some normal woman, some normal average woman, and I'll find a woman to date I'll find some woman to date in Vancouver. I don't know, some bartender or something that date her. I'd rather date a woman who has money. That way I know she's not. That way I know she's not she wants me. That way I know she doesn't want me. You know what I'm saying? She's not all because if you date a girl who's not rich, they're gonna they what um 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 they're what they you date a girl who's normal, who's not rich, obviously, who's making like $50,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things they can't afford, obviously. With Hollywood celebrities, they all have money. They're rich. They're millionaires. They're all rich people. So easy pay the bills, all that stuff, obviously. Obviously, right? I told you, those Hollywood women would not make me happy the way we should make me happy. I'm just being honest here. I know I'm gonna regret it, man. I'm gonna like, oh man, like fuck, man. I should have just saved my wife, man. You know, so these women are attractive, but man, they're garbage. They're all X. Yeah. Oh man, it smells like fish in here. Sorry about that, Ivan. I'm saying because they're all X, obviously. I have to put the fan on when I have sex with them. The room smells bad. I'm saying. Yeah. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But those are some of my options I have, obviously. Who else in Hollywood? Don't hate me, Victoria Justice. Who would I date if I did not say Victoria Justice? I told you those two women. There's other women in Hollywood who I would date. Um, but I don't know their names. I'm not a fan of dating older women. I don't want to date a woman who's older than me. Ivan, would you date a 40-year-old woman? 40's too old. I want to date a woman who's at least in her 30s. If I don't say VJ, I want to date a woman who's at least in her mid 30s. A woman who's around my age or younger, man. 35 and like 33, 31, 28, 27, 25, even 20. Not a woman who's 40, 45, 50. No. I don't. The women are past their prime when they hit that age. They're still attractive, but they're past their prime. You want to date a woman when they're still in their prime, they don't hate women, I'm saying. There's many women who I'll date, obviously. I don't want to date a woman who's older than me. I want to date a woman who's my age or younger than me, obviously. And what? And yeah. I can't think of any other woman. There's other women, I just don't know their names. I'm not familiar with all the Hollywood celebrities' names, I'm sorry. But yeah, if I did not say VJ, I would most likely date a Hollywood celebrity. In Hollywood. I would date a Hollywood celebrity. Either that or I would just go say I'd be single and I just hook up with women, obviously. Hook up with women. I prefer to be in a relationship than hook up with a bunch of women. To be honest, that's pointless, man. I'd rather be in a relationship. So I'd find a Hollywood woman to be in a relationship with. Um, to be with Hollywood, and I'd be faithful. Yeah, I'd be a faithful man, obviously. I'd be faithful to the Hollywood celebrity. Look, man, I'm like, look, man, I can get any woman I want, but you don't have to worry about me cheating on you. I'll be even when I'm away from you, I can easily bite off a woman. I'll be faithful. I know women are gonna hit on me, but I'll be faithful. Don't worry about it. And I'm trusting you to be faithful too, because I know in Hollywood you have a lot of infidelity going on. I'm trusting you to be faithful too. But here's the problem though, with dating a Hollywood celebrity, because they're all sellouts, they're all dirty slaves. And technically speaking, they are kind of cheating on you because they're hooking up with people, man, to keep the money coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's the con of dating a Hollywood celebrity, is that they're all part of the Hollywood system. They're all sellouts. They have to do it to make their money. Yeah, Ivan, I'll be faithful to you, but like I have to do it to make my money, Ivan. I can't. Oh, man. So I don't know if I want to date this chick, I'm son. Yeah. And that's why you are better off dating the average normal woman than dating a Hollywood celebrity, to be honest. Because the average normal woman, you don't have to worry about. They don't have to do anything. They make $50K a year. The only con about dating them is that you got to be careful for women who want money, obviously. The normal woman will rely heavily on you more because they're not that rich. Whereas the celebrities don't need to rely on you that much because they're already rich. That's the con, obviously. But I have a few options in Hollywood, obviously. My backup plan if I carry out and run off. Don't hate Victoria Justice. I have a backup plan of who I want to date, obviously. And VJ can't say shit. She had fucking boyfriends in Hollywood. I never had a girlfriend in my fucking life. So VJ can't say shit, obviously. Yeah. She can't say shit, obviously. I thought it'd be cool to talk about that. Obviously. I'm trying to think of other women, but I don't know their names. Who else? Who else would I date in Hollywood? Yeah. If Jennifer Love Hewitt were younger, I would date her. I find her very attractive. I have a small little crush on her, but she's in her 40s. She's too old, obviously. I remember when I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this chick? She's fucking hot. She's cute and she's fucking hot. Kind of reminds me of VG, obviously. She's really, really cute and very hot. I found her very attractive in that movie. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. Back then, she was like 17 years old. She was a young woman. She was like 17 back then. And now she's like in her early 40s. She's too old. I'm not dating any woman in their 40s. But this is not going to happen anyways. There's a higher chance I will say VJ. I'm speaking hypothetically here. Just like if I do not say VJ, VJ obviously has options of men she will date in Hollywood too. Yeah, I have options. Yeah, she has options in Hollywood she would date. She has men in Hollywood she would date too, obviously. It goes both ways. Yeah, VJ has options in Hollywood. If VJ gets mad at me making this video, I'm like, VJ, you can't say shit. You know what I'm saying? You're actually seeing men behind my back right now, and you have options. Whereas me, I'm just speaking hypothetically, and I'm not seeing anyone. So you can't say shit, obviously. I shut you for good, obviously. But who else in Hollywood? There's other women in Hollywood. I just there's that Emily chick. I forget her name. Her name is Emily Raskowski or something like that. But I heard she has a kid, so she's out of the picture, and she's older than me. She's like 32 years old. Samsara. She's another woman I found very attractive. She was in that comedy movie I saw like in 2018. I'm like, who's this chick? She's pretty hot. She's hot, but she has a kid, so she's out of the picture. And don't hate me, them son. And she has a kid, I believe, and she's older than me. I don't want to date women who are older than me, man. I think she's like 30. No, she's my age. I think she's either a year older than me or she might be my age. I think she's 31. I think she's a year older than me. So yeah, no. And she has a kid, so no. But there's other women out there who I would date, obviously, in Hollywood. And I would date a woman who's single. If you have a boyfriend, I'm not gonna go for you. It's evil, man. I'm not gonna go for a fucking woman who's already in a relationship. It's evil. I don't want to cause any feuds between the guy and then the woman, man. The woman's married. I'm not. That's off limits. If the woman is in a relationship, it's off limits. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna try to get another woman from another man when they're in a relationship. It's evil, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I'll go for a woman who's single. You know what I'm saying? A woman who's single, obviously. And I'd even cast them. I'd even cast them. I would even cast them in my movie and all that stuff. So let's say if I dated Kendall Jenner, I'd probably have her be Lithia for Zanus, or something like that, or the woman who is in what, who is in the Fear the Walking. I find her very cute. Obviously, if I date her, I'd probably have my girlfriend be Lithia in the movie. Not, but they're not my partner. The only person who's my sole partner is Victoria Justice, because she's my wife and she's worth my royalties. Whereas these celebrities are not worth my royalties. When you're in my movie, I pay you a salary, and you're not the co-owner of the company. I'm owning the company on my own. If I run off, don't hate Victoria Justice, and I don't save her, which I most likely will, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking hypothetically here. I would own Skyscrapers alone. I wouldn't have any partner, because no one else is worth my royalties except for Victoria Justice. I'm sorry. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get some coffee. Don't hate me. I'll be back in a sec. You better enjoy this series Watch 10, because I'm piecing off this for my wife, man. I keep saying this, yeah. Alright, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm only going to make a 1 hour video. I promised to talk about things, but I thought it'd be cool to talk about this topic. Considering Victoria Justice is seeing men behind my back and she has options, she had a boyfriend, I thought it'd be cool to express talk about what if, right? If I don't say VJ, which is a percentage chance I might run off, I'm obviously going to have options in Hollywood Woman to date, obviously. But if I were to date one of those women, obviously they probably would want out. They would want out of Hollywood. I just want to run away with you. I don't want to be in Hollywood. You're my ticket out of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm not gonna pay your bills for you, man. Like, you're not my fucking wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not gonna pay your bills for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Ivan, I went out of Hollywood. Okay, if you went out of Hollywood, I can cast you in my movies and pay you money for it. Your millions for it. That way you have money for yourself to pay your bills. I'm not gonna, if you think I'm gonna pay all your bills for you, you're fucking crazy. The only one who's sharing the account with me is my wife VJ, because she's my wife and she's worth my royalties. Which you guys are not worth my don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. If you think I'm gonna just spoil you completely like that, you got to. I'll spoil you, but I'm not gonna spoil you completely, man. Like, you got nothing coming, man. I'm not gonna just do like that, Sarah. You gotta be careful for these cats. You know what I'm saying? Because women are very attracted to wealth. Yes, they want to be with me because I'm white, obviously, but like, because I'm very, very rich, they can take advantage. You gotta be careful with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But there's other options in Hollywood. I just don't. I've seen some women in Hollywood. I just don't know their names. You know what I'm saying? I don't know their names, man. But yeah, if I did not say VJ, I would date. I would either date a normal woman, or I would. Ivan, would you hook up with a bunch of women? I prefer to be in a relationship, man. I don't want to be hooking up with a bunch of women, man. It's not me. Like, yes, I was an ex porn star, but that's not me, man. I'm not a guy who likes to be who likes to just hook up with a bunch of women. I don't want to be that guy. It's boring and it's worthless. You're better off being in a relationship with a woman. Because I'm a holy man, man. I'm not into to hooking up with a bunch of women. I'd rather be in a relationship with a woman. But if I dated these Hollywood women, don't hate me, Hollywood women, I'd probably date them for like max like 8 years, 7, 8 years, and I would dump them. And then I would move on to another woman because they're all going to get old in age. I'm like, look, man, once you hit 40, the relationship ends. Ivan, that's evil. Look, man, I'm not going to date you when you're fucking 50, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, well, that's not fair, Ivan. Look, man, I date you for 7 years, 8 years, and once you get older, you know what I'm saying? Once you get older, I'm moving on, man. I'm moving on to another woman. That's how it works, man. With Victoria Justice, I don't have to worry about that because Victoria Justice gets the glowing beauty with me, and she stays young forever. That's why God gave me that perk. There's a reason why God gave me that perk of VJ staying young forever. That way I don't dump her, obviously. Because I'm not kidding around, man. If Victoria Justice was 50, man, I'd be tempted to dump her. Because she'd get wrinkles. Nah, I wouldn't dump her. But she'd get, like, wrinkles and old. And I'm like, oh, man. Like, I don't want to date a 50-year-old VJ, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas me, I'd still be smoking hot at 50 years old. And VJ wouldn't dump me. Yeah, Ivan, you'll still be smoking. Yeah, at 50 years old, I'll still be smoking hot. Even at 60, I'll be smoking hot. You know how Keanu Reeves is smoking hot at 60? He looks fucking nice at 60. I'd be looking nice like that at 60, man. I'd still be smoking hot. Keanu Reeves obviously gets chicks, obviously. He's a good-looking man. He's a very attractive man. In fact, I find Keanu Reeves looks more attractive now than he did when he was younger. I'm not kidding around. You see him when he was younger. You see him now. He looks much more attractive now when he's older. You know what I'm saying? He still looks good at, like, he's about 50, like 9 years old, 58 years old. He still looks good. You know, you guys, I like that long hair and the beard thing going. Yeah, man. Obviously. I have one of his movies called Knock Knock. That's a fucked up movie, man. When he's in that house, his wife and like family, they leave the house for vacation. These two women show up at his house. I recommend you guys check out that movie, Knock Knock, with Keanu Reeves. I have the movie on Blu-ray. It's a fucked up movie, man. It's actually funny though. It's a funny movie. Keanu Reeves is in the movie, and you have these two women in the movie. That's funny. It's actually funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to think who else in Hollywood I date. If who's single and who what options do I have in Hollywood? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think here. I don't know their names. That's the thing. There's a lot of attractive women in Hollywood who I would date, obviously. Just like VJ, there's a lot of attractive men in Hollywood who VJ already dated, and who VJ would date if I end up running away and I don't save her, and I don't deal with her fucked up mess. Because at least I know these Hollywood women are don't. There's no mess like VJ's mess. Most of these Hollywood women probably hooked up with maybe 10, 20, 15, 25 men in Hollywood. Some even more. It's not as bad, whereas VJ hooked up with every man in Hollywood. I'm saying it's not as bad. But Victoria Justice is a complete mess, man. All the men in Hollywood went after her because she's N, obviously. So I'm saying, huh? Yeah. Ivan, who would you be hanging out with? If I ran off, I didn't say VJ. I would hang out. I would most likely hang out on my own at first, but I would eventually make friends. Obviously, I don't know. I go to bar. I build my $300 million condo. I would do exactly everything I would do with VJ except on my own. I would build my $300 million condo. Freedom, no mess in my life. Oh my god, but VJ would cry me every night. I'm like, he's fucking annoying. I had that feeling of freedom, no mess in my life. I don't have to deal with VJ's burden. You know what I'm saying? And I would buy my yacht. I wouldn't buy two jets. I would buy one jet. No, I'd buy two jets because I have to use it for the business. Obviously, I'd buy my don't have me Victoria Justice. I'm saying I'd buy my $300 jet. I'd buy my what my like $65 million jet, obviously, and I'll do my clothes shopping on my own. I would what I would start plan Scotts with George. Do everything I will do with VJ. Obviously, that I will do with VJ. I'll take my vacation on my own. And while I'm on vacation, while I'm in Vancouver, I'd probably make a few friends. Obviously, I don't know. Go to the bar, have a beer, and I talk to bartenders, and I invite the bar. Hey, I'm thinking of doing a party on my yacht. You want to come? Yeah, sure, Ivan. And you invite like some bartenders, some waiters, and some guys, and you have a party on your yacht. Yeah, so my kind of